14,000 people build a level. Now, we just reacted to Sputnik's video where he made a 3D level in the 2D game that is Geometry Dash. I want to react to his big video. People said that he had a huge video that just won an award for Geometry Dash 2025 awards, whatever that thing's called. But I had a few people comment and say that I should react to this video first because this is in ways a spiritual predecessor for it. So we're going to watch this one today and we'll watch the one that just won the GD award for best video of the year tomorrow. Does that sound good for everybody? My favorite part is Obama. All right, we have some non sequitur havers in chat today.
What you're watching right now is 14,000 people building a Geometry Dash level at the same time. Every person can place or delete one object from the level every 5 minutes, and after 50 hours, we try to play it. Some friends...
Okay, so it's kind of like a... I mean, I know some of you are younger, but it's kind of like a Twitch Plays Pokemon type thing where every single user has direct input on the thing they're making, so people can either troll or they can actually facilitate the progress of making the level. Seems to make sense to me. I hope it makes sense to you.
And I spent 2 months planning and programming this, and we had no idea if this was even gonna work.
Probably not, I'd imagine. But the video might prove me wrong.
Alright, it starts in 1 minute.
Okay, I am so nervous.
There's like a 50% chance that it just explodes. Oh god, 3, 2, 1. Oh god, please place an object. There we go. It's total chaos. But now people are deleting stuff.
I've also, full disclosure, folks, I've never been in the level editor. I don't know what any of this is. So I'm probably going to be a little above my, or like, what is the word? This is going to be pretty above my pay grade. Just assume that I'm looking at hieroglyphics right now that I don't understand.
Stuff.
At least it's working.
It has not broken yet. This is a freaking miracle. But we do have like...
Oh, they also had to do it in like 50 minutes?
Some kind of gameplay for me.
Oh, wait, or was that 50 hours? He also may have already explained that and I forgot about it. That's my bad.
Oh god, we have Among Us.
Yeah, Among Us, that's the first coherent thing.
Of course. Wow, is this block?
50 hours? Yeah, my bad.
They can't write in U though, because there's no U block.
It's okay, 2 J blocks will do the
2 J blocks. Go, guys. Yo, we got it.
Among Us! Oh, that one person in chat who said their favorite part is Obama. I thought they were joking. I thought they were trolling me. You were serious. Can I just really quick apologize? I'm sorry. Can I also just really quick like this video? I'm already subscribed to Sputniks, but if you aren't, can you go ahead and also subscribe to Sputniks and go through all your videos and hit the like button? Thanks. Is that the French flag? I think so.
This is Joe.
Hit the bell. Hit the bell if you want to. I'm scared of the bell, therefore I refrain.
Oh. Or it's not Joe yet, but it soon will be. Right now, it's just a regular block, but soon after, someone put a smiley face on it, which inspired others to start building arms and legs. The people then decided to write Joe in capital letters next to this being they had created, which meant the figure no longer just had a body, but also a soul. This would be the first of the Joe kind, a species that would soon flourish across the level.
There are more Joes?
Meanwhile, smiley faces were also giving a soul to the top left corner.
Dude, are there going to be like different like governments and societies within this level? Is this going to be like freaking the parkour civilization, but Geometry Dash?
Where for some reason, a bunch of people had just started placing them there. Similar naturally forming projects were actually happening all over the place, like these segments from Bloodbath, random club step monsters, a bunch of flags, this abomination, and many, many more. However, unbeknownst to these seemingly innocent smiley faces, they were about to go to war against streamer and legendary Spanish player Senor Giester, who in an act of...
Y'all know who this is? I feel like I've heard their name. Has anybody watched this this creator? I think I've seen his name around, but I don't. I still don't know ball like that. Okay, some of you do. All right, nice.
Incredible humility commanded his army of fans to expand his characteristic checkerboard.
Wait. Aquí empieza la invasión esquina superior izquierda. Desde aquí nos expandimos hacia la derecha y hacia abajo. I'm sorry if you're a Spanish speaker. I just slaughtered that.
Pattern right into what the
Also, I don't know why I read that like I was going to understand it.
smiley faces claimed to be their territory. What Giester did not know is that despite the mindless expressions on those smiley faces, behind them was immense tactical genius. The smiley faces quickly sent numerous spies into enemy land to suss out their defense measures and cause disarray from the inside, before at the right moment launching a devastating attack on the helpless checkerboard. Though they vigorously fought back, Giester's army eventually had to settle for a border further inside their original territory, and peace was restored, for now.
It's crazy that the concept of borders exists in just like a little project that a bunch of people were doing in a game, bro. I think that just speaks to like the human capacity and natural inclination for us to be conquerors. Like, why is a fun little project where everyone's building a level together, why does that naturally just turn into border disputes? That's insane, dude. God, humanity's kind of cooked, bro. Why are we like this? Why can't we just draw a smiley face together?
Anyway,
Everyone loves power. Yeah.
it's back to whatever we were doing. Okay, let me see if this gameplay here syncs. Not really. I can't. It's kind of hard to tell. Is the start still playable? There's a saw blade on the start, guys. I'm gonna delete it for you. We're now about 12 hours in, and
Hollow Knight!
at this point, people were starting to consider actually making a playable level, instead of just random artworks everywhere.
Who the hell is this guy?
However, during this period, we'd also gone from just 4,000 participants to over 10,000. And while most people wanted to make a good, normal level, others just wanted chaos. The impossible levels list.
God, dude, it's so annoying how people on the internet, they just want to accelerate entropy given any opportunity, bro. It's like, God, dude, it's like if you were in school and you were trying to do a project, but you had one kid who was just like, and it's just like, dude, and you tell your teacher, like, can we please get the kid out of our freaking group, dude? We're literally just trying to write about the Spanish Revolution. Why do we have to deal with this kid who's just like constantly like rubbing his finger paint all over our freaking essay?
Team, for example, took it upon themselves to create this. If you put this in a real level, you would need to click at an accuracy of 0.000005291 seconds to pass it.
I do that every level I play. Problem?
3 times, which is humanly impossible. They were
Maybe humanly impossible for you, but I literally do that on every single level. Every single input I have has that degree of accuracy. Yeah.
also making sure it was
I'm sure some of us here can also do that. Yes, I see.
completely impossible to skip these clicks by making giant walls of portals and saws before it. However, it's a lot easier to hide skips than to make them impossible, and some clever person actually managed to hide just one object in this mess that saved the level from impossibility. Meanwhile, France decided their flag wasn't fat enough, lots of cool pixel art was being made, and people were slowly starting to notice the giant spinning picture of Obama in the top right corner.
Dude, I do wonder, I'm starting to wonder when Obama is gonna like say something about everything that's been happening. You know, like when is Obama going to insert himself into the situation?
Joe update, the Joes have taken to the skies, going way past where anyone ever thought they could go. The Joes are also evolving and adapting themselves to the environment to further facilitate their ascent towards the great unknown. A Joe was also spotted way further into the level, labeled Joe far from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I was trying to think of the word address. Like, yeah, Obama has to address the current situation.
Joe.
I'm not going to do, I've done my Obama impression before on stream. It's not good. I can't do it.
Symbolizing the Joes' endless lust for exploration. The Joes are more powerful than they have ever been.
Wait, this one's so cute. Look, this little Joe's like, hey. Oh, and this one's helping him up too. This Joe's helping this Joe up, and this Joe's like, hey, friend, come on. Wait, they're kind of cool.
Surely nothing can go wrong now. Hey, remember how France made their flag fatter?
Nope.
Yeah, they just kept going.
Dude, and that is classic France.
At this point,
I don't mean that in like real, That was meant to be a non sequitur. That wasn't actually like, I don't have a deeply developed opinion about France as a nation that was meant to be a non sequitur. I meant like the same way I was like, I could have just as easily said like, that's classic Joe, or like that's classic rotating Obama in the top right of the screen, or that's classic smiley faces. I made a mistake because France actually exists in the real world, whereas those other three things I mentioned do not.
The French flag was by far the biggest creation in the level, and not everyone was happy about it. Giester, for example, having recently lost the war against the smiley faces, had this reaction.
¿Dónde está la bandera de Francia? Bandera de Francia. Vamos. Es que vamos a destruir esta mierda.
Now this
Okay, that's way more problematic than what I did. He wants to destroy the French flag.
sounds like a bit of a reckless decision, but if his entire army struck at once, it could maybe work. All he had to do was wait for the right moments.
What's the right moment? Like, what constitutes the right...
Giester's army started on top, attacking from the corners. After claiming the top, they quickly started descending, placing various random decoy objects along the way to confuse the panicked French defense. As they made their way down, the French tried to assemble as many people to defend as possible, but this battle was already decided.
They conquered France? Pog.
Giester had done it. He had defeated the biggest player in the game, and he could now rest upon his throne, watching his personal icon beautifully rendered in endless black and white, knowing that he...
Wait, is that a workable QR code? That was probably... someone's trolling that probably takes you like a picture of a dick butt or something.
was on top. And then, immediately after he stopped streaming, they rebuilt the entire thing in like an hour, before brutally destroying the one creation he'd spent ages on.
Yeah, or a Rickroll.
Many times. Welcome to the Programming Language Corner, featuring all your favorite programming languages, such as C++, C#, C, Holy C, C++, Haskell.
Whoa, why did they start making up ones? Like I've done the C Holy one and C sus. What the hell is C#?
Half-Life, and of course, Spawn. In other news, we're now 30 hours in, and surprisingly, some parts of the level are actually starting to look pretty playable, but there is of course no way of knowing that before the event is over. At this point, people were starting to realize that if they wanted to finish a project, they would have to start now.
How deep into it? Oh, sorry. I was looking at the timestamp of the video like, wait, how much time do they have left? Maybe I should be nicer to the people who come into my streams and they're just like, hey, TJ, what level are you playing right now? And it's like right in the corner of the screen. And I'm just like, look at the screen. I played myself. I'm no better than some people that I ridicule. Obama. Obama.
Let me tell you a story about a giant spinning picture of Obama. So even though I had collected some of the finest programming minds of the solar system, creating a huge collaborative level editor without everything exploding is quite a daunting task. However, from the very early days of development, he was there. It was not before he appeared to us leading the infinite Obama grid that we knew that what we thought was a temporary test image we had chosen had actually chosen us. For what is work without inspiration? What is a team without a leader? What is a people without a god? And what is a social experiment without weirdly ambiguous political implications?
I would have voted for Joe personally.
Joe update. The Joes are brutally murdering
I'm never going to beat those pre-watched allegations now.
and mutilating each other. This is not a drill. Joes have been spotted killing, shooting,
That was crazy, bro. That was crazy hive mind, bro. That's how you know I'm plugged in, dude. That's crazy.
and ripping apart each other's limbs. What was mere hours ago a peaceful civilization that's now descended.
No one in chat is reacting to that? I haven't watched this video. I just made a joke that I would vote for Joe, and then the Joe part played right after I unpaused. Do you guys understand how insane that is? You need to start pogging. You need to start spamming question marks.
Ended into chaos. Could this be the end of this once
Thank you, Muddy Dressy.
thriving species? There are now only few hours remaining and people are scrambling to get their projects finished. Groups of people are also scouring the gameplay to make sure there's a possible way through, while others are focusing on causing as much destruction as possible.
Classic. What can they do with 10 minutes? I like the song. Oh, I think they were. Oh, I didn't know. They're all pointing at the Obama. Charmander! Five minutes. What's it gonna be? Oh, 4 minutes. What is this? Madonna and Justin Timberlake?
Oh God, there's like 4 minutes left.
Some of you are too young.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for participating.
30 seconds left,
Get
guys.
ready.
Charmander, goodbye.
Oh, I'm hoping this goes correctly.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh no. I think Obama is going to gain actual what's the chat? What is it called? Is it general intelligence? What's the thing where artificial intelligence, once it has it developed, it's like actual, it's not artificial. Is it general intelligence? I'm forgetting the name. Sentience, yes, no, there's a term for it. I think it's general intelligence. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Am I insane? There's a term for this. Okay. Sorry, I was crashing out and I actually just said the right thing. Yes, AGI. Thank you, Xplex. Is that Obama right now? Spinning Obama. Spinning Obama. There's the differentiator. He no longer spins. Oh. Well, that seems nefarious. And the hue of the picture is changing too, progressively. So he's absorbing the power of the whole level. Okay. Yeah, okay. So he's accepted.
Farewell, Obama.
Farewell.
Before we actually play
So he accepted the ability of taking on everyone's objects so that he can get them home safely. I feel like that's a noble goal. I think that's positive.
the level, let's look at some statistics. Over the course of the event, over 14,000 people joined in, most of them only placing one object.
Can I get the DM next time, bro? I would have been there.
These are
I wouldn't have.
the people who placed the most objects, the champion being this person. Yes, that's their use.
Nutsa CC. I guess the CC stands for closed captions, but I wonder what Nutsa stands for. Or like if that's their name.
Username, who placed a total of 446 objects. That's almost 100 more than number 2. Okay.
Yeah, it could also be Nutsa double C.
Let's turn on like 1,000 hacks and try to verify this. Like, this is not the official verification, by the way. We'll just figure out if it's possible. Okay, it's impossible to see what's going on at the start here.
Yeah, it's cluttered.
Okay, you can't go there apparently. Oh, you can go through that? Okay. This is an interesting way to go, up the Joe route. Okay, we're past the Joes. Going through here. Why is this so playable? What? Okay, that's not very playable though. Or is it? Oh wait, that's not a hitbox. That's just a little cube guy. Why have we not run into any issues yet? This is insane. No impossible sections yet somehow. Hey, remember that impossible triple click someone made?
No, I don't. Not at all. Honestly, this video's only been 12 minutes. I can't retain information that well because we live in a society where I watch 10 seconds of a clip and it's immediately out of my brain the second I'm no longer watching the clip. But I'll say yes just so we can move along with the video.
The people who built it made it completely unskippable by creating this giant wall of cube portals. However, there is a straight unobstructed line right here, and if you had, say, a dash orb, you could dash all the way through this and continue on. And as it turns out, in the cube portals, hidden in their own defense, someone placed one singular dash orb, turning this section from humanly impossible to just really hard. But none of that actually matters, because there's a giant wall of saws like 5 seconds after it. This wall goes all the way from the top of the level to the bottom, so even if there was a secret path earlier in the level, they would still die to this. So the level is impossible, right? Actually, no. If you go through the level normally to this point, go through this pixel perfect gap, weave your way through this mess, use the hidden gravity portal, and land in this huge cluster of wall portals near the top, you can roll all the way into this ship portal, which is so far up in the level that the ceiling is just above the height limit, enabling you to slide over the huge wall, and miraculously, you can follow this top path all the way to the end of the level. However, in the official level, we decided to poke a hole in this wall and also delete a couple of other troll objects, so that the path most people worked really hard on is the only possible path. Of course, this made the level extremely hard, and to upload a level, you need to fully complete it first. So we decided to hire—
Wait, what? I thought, cause verification, wait, what? I thought that you could still, oh, wait. Are non-verified level, like how do people who are verifying levels play verifications then? Does that mean Grief isn't uploaded yet? Like how is Doggy playing Grief? Does the creator like send them a copy? There's a hack verification? I'm so confused. Okay. I fundamentally misunderstood how that worked then.
hire some professional help.
What is this? Oh, yeah, this is beautiful. What do I even do? Where do I go? Okay. I think we're on the right path. Then you go there. Is that a spike?
Yeah, all due respect, this is really cool. I'm never gonna play this level.
What kills me here? I have no idea. This this is certainly a level. I'm very surprised at the gameplay being functional. I did not expect this. We're playing Bloodbath now. I love how the GD community just collectively decided, yeah, we're just gonna make Bloodbath in the Bloodbath part. That is a tight wave part. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Chill level.
So, as it turns out, this level is just really annoying to play, because while most of the level is relatively easy, some small parts are extremely hard. So instead of torturing one person with this level, we decided to torture 100 people simultaneously instead.
Is it open verification?
After just 2 days, one person managed to beat it.
Cool.
And the level could be uploaded. And we uploaded the completely unmodified version too, in case anyone wants to try that one.
Cool.
It might not be very good looking. It might not be very fun. But I think it's
It looks great. I don't know how fun it is to play, and I'm not gonna play it because it seems like a lot to play it, but it looks great.
beautiful in its own special, very special way. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Joe update.
Why are your thumbnails so saturated? I mean, you clicked, didn't you? You're literally here right now. Must have done something right.
Frozen in their weakest moments, the fate of the Joes is as somber as it is brutal. One cannot help but wonder, what mistake did they make? What led to this once great people being set in stone as mere barbarians? Perhaps they grew suspicious of each other. Perhaps as they grew more diverse, as each grew different from the other, one Joe could no longer tell the other apart from the rest of creation. After all, what is there in the Joe that grants him his identity? Who among us can call themselves a Joe? Who?
I think Joe lives in all of us. I think if you think that you're Joe enough. Oh, sorry. There's 6 seconds of the video yet left. I'll shut up.
Is Joe.
There we go. Joe is all of us.
Okay, bye.
See you later, Joe. Well, that was interesting. We'll react to the one where they make a game tomorrow. That's kind of exciting to me. I think making a level is one thing. Making a game is a whole nother. Did you like that? Don't even pretend like you didn't. You made it that far in the video. Well, did you know that I stream Monday through Friday on Twitch and YouTube, and you could catch me live and get to be a part of the experience when it happens? Also, if you don't care about that, or otherwise you want to see more of the video that you just watched, link in the description to watch the full VOD. Do that, please. I have a black eye because I play basketball sometimes. Bye. Oh,